This is the settings I usually do. $179 is not particularly high rated, but it does imply the chances are decent, though I maybe should have inspected their profile first. This was not very careful. They're 8 for 10. They play long games. Alright, I think I'll probably be very likely to win here. And let's switch this over here. Alright, we've got Helion and Ventrix. Yuck. That's way too many. That is too many cards to keep. Second, I really don't believe in Helion. I really don't. This is a combo. It makes me shudder, but it's a combo. $45, keep 5 is 30. That's enough for this. It's not enough for that on top of it. But I'm not ditching anything else here. So I guess I Mars you after playing Regolith Eaters. Unless one of the 3 cards I draw is worth money. Like a mineral deposit would make it work, but honestly I should probably just not worry about Mars right now. Mars you. Amazing card, but to spend 11 or $8 on it right now when I could just be stashing the $8 away for something economic is probably the right idea. This is one of the best cards in the game. Up against Mining Guild, keeping 6 over there. Is Mineral Deposit an Agricola card? I don't think so. Clay Deposit is. Mineral Feeder is. First move, Advanced Alloys. Uh-huh. That's good. Well, them not covering a mineral spot is good. We get a Cartel and Protected Valley and Great Escarpment. That's pretty good. This doesn't feel amazing. It's maybe not amazing, but Protected Valley is the other option. That's 3 income and takes the card spot. I maybe should have just played Protected Valley. But Regolith is gonna pay off repeatedly. Who knows? Even if I don't play accurately, it's probably going to be fine. Arctic Algae, very good. Noctis City and Tech Demo are both good as well. Alright, so I'm bumping Oxygen aggressively. Want to keep that in mind. Advanced Ecos I should have no problem hitting. Methane from Titan is expensive. Alright, they took Tech Demo. I'm probably keeping... a lot. Design micros is probably fine, except I can't play it this round. So I might just be playing Arctic Algae. Mining Guild usually plays Oceans early. I could keep nothing and play Protected Valley, but that doesn't seem right. The other cards here are too good. Oh, that's not right. Clicked the wrong microbe card. In terms of milestones and awards, they've played Restricted Area now. It does show that they... Well, they might just be doing it because Mining Guild, but... card draw is an important factor in winning games. And when someone plays card draw, it immediately makes me think they're better. Wonder what the arena is going to be. Yeah, hopefully not what it currently is. Yeah, I'm not really liking my decision to not Protected Valley round 1. And by decision, I mean overly hasty, not thought out sequence. They're doing good stuff. A very good pack here. I'm not convinced water imports is super important this game. Earth Office, I'm a big fan of. Kupla is good for them in terms of a Mining Guild card, though they did spend their energy on GHG. And Bushes is just very good. Right now it looks like Oxygen gets bumped the fastest. Oh, they took water import. Hints at they might have more Jovians in hand or overvalue Jovians, and I'm fine either way. 22, 21, 14, 19. So I can buy the rest of whatever I take. I'd like to take Kupla City. The Bushes is very good. Yeah, I'm gonna go Earth Office Acquired Company Cartel here. Only played casually. Do I buy 3 to 4 every round? It really depends on the card quality and timing. But often I'm buying 2 or more early on. Definitely not always. But I do think a lot of people don't take enough cards. I could be biased for a bunch of different reasons, and Insects is amazing. I do tend to play long games, and when I notice the opponent is rushing Terraforming, I'm a lot thinner about what I keep. Investment loan is great. Love investment loan. You don't want to use it immediately, but there are absolutely times in the game where the extra money is huge. It also combos with Earth Office, which I've already got, Media Group as well, if I somehow am lucky enough to find that. I'm a Tundra farmer. Let's see. Keeping 2 gets me to 27. I can still play Protected Valley. I'm going first, so I should play Protected Valley on the Ocean 2-card spot. Keeping Tundra farming would be nice. Yeah, the 2-card spot usually doesn't last very long. This game... What did I just draw? Space Elevator and Peroxide Power? Legendary. I mean, I guess I don't have, like, steel production, but... maybe I'll find a way. But anyway, the 2-card spot is more likely to stay open longer when my opponent is Mining Guild and get more value out of these 2 ocean spaces. Colonizer Camp. A Jovian for points. Good points, but that early money can be wrong to spend. Alright, I like where I am right now. My opponent is not bumping temperature because if I had a temperature bump, I could take the heat there, but I think my opponent should probably raise temperature. They're going first next round. I'm out of stuff to do. I guess I haven't passed yet. I don't see a reason to investment loan here. Earth Catapult! Okay, yeah, that's a banger. Earth Catapult, Advanced Alloys, Restricted Area. They've got some good stuff. My income is better, though. I will claim. It's not by much. With Advanced Steel and the heat. They do seem likely to win Builder. I'm more likely to win Terraformer and Planner. Gardener doesn't seem super likely, or Mayor, so it's probably Terraformer, Builder, Planner, and I can maybe win 2 of those. Awards don't seem very resolved right now. Decomposers is very good, as are Research in Lagrange. Well, Toll Station is a 0. Alright, well, Mars U Lagrange gets me to Quantum Extractor. Do I want that? Yes. How soon do I want that? I'm probably just keeping these 3 regardless. I can get Planner next round. My opponent is somewhat close on it. Cost me 30 to get all that down, so I can't. I can play Decomposers. I could play Investment Loan to get Quantum Extractor in play. If I play Mars U, I'm probably tossing Peroxide Power. I might be doing nothing this round. Bumping Oxygen to 6 is a bit dangerous. They've got Optimal Arrow Braking. Good for them. Nice way to get to 8 heat there. And they're not raising temp right now. Oh, because they can't. They're out of moves. I think passing gives me the most flexibility. Especially because Planner does seem to be contested. So I'm not super happy about it, but it is what I'm gonna do. I might do a little weird thing with Extreme Cold Fungus, where I add extras to Regolith and don't use Regolith because I'd rather try to tactically win the 8 oxygen. Alright, we got power here. Miranda Resort's okay for me. Don't really want to pass Nuke Power. Because every steel tag, or building tag, is really good for them. They've got advanced steel over there. Kelp farming is not something that should be passed. With few exceptions. Of course, we haven't really seen oceans this game, so something to be said about that. Am I keeping a third here? Sure. I might end up discarding it. With Mars U. But having Mars U makes keeping extra cards fine. My opponent is not threatening Planner, so I can make a couple plays first if I want to. How many gens? Oh yeah, I mean, I've been in some 13 and 14 gen games, not afraid to admit it. I do tend to play slow games, and if my opponent isn't careful, it will be very slow. Also, I think it's just courtesy that people are doing 2 actions at once. If you're playing optimally, you're usually taking 1 action at a time, which does tend to make the game drag. Alright, what did I draw? I drew local heat trapping, and I have no heat. Alright, Ocean getting played. Definitely expecting it in the bottom. Two titanium and a steel prod is very good for them. And I'm disappointed I haven't found a steel production yet to try to steal a Great Escarpment. Yeah, I know what you meant. 13 or 14 generations. Two-player can get really long. But yeah, I've played my share of 4-player 10 and 11 gens also, so... Alright, I want to do Planner. I want to do Quantum Extractor. I don't really know what else I'm doing here. I could Space Elevate for the Titanium prod, but doesn't seem amazing. Okay, I am going to play Artificial Photosynthesis. Confirm, discard, local heat trapping, security fleet, gross. Well, I need to claim Planner now before I play another card. Going second next round is a factor. Alright, security fleet is at least a very easy dump. I guess what I wasn't looking at is the ability to play Miranda Resort this round. Got a Phobos Haven for my opponent. And the sponsors. I can just play Noctis City. I don't think that gives me enough benefits right now. Noctis City, you can, of course, wait a long time. Get rid of that terrible card. Get Algae, nice. Do I play alone? Do I sell Great Escarpment Consortium? Because we're now getting late and I don't have Seal Prod. I suppose so. I don't think taking the investment loan is quite worth it. And then, yeah, I can decide to bump this Oxygen, but going second next round, that's just asking for the bonus to be stolen. So we partially waste the action. we're going to be out. Domed Crater might not be active very long. They are going first, so they could play it. They can also play Aquifer Pumping, and I think I'd be happy enough for them to play Aquifer Pumping. It is very good for them. But I think blocking off Domed Crater is the smarter choice. These are pretty much all garbage. The question is, do I keep any garbage for Mars U? Maybe. I do expect my first 2 moves to be activate Regolith Eaters and build a greenery. Standard project greenery. And it probably goes here. They do take Aquifer Pumping. Energy Tapping doesn't... Well... No, I didn't pass them Domed Crater. They do probably have Kupla City. Lava Flows is a mining guild tile, though, so we're going to take that. Not convinced how much I want this. Does seem kind of fun. But I do know that my first 2 moves want to be costing 23 if it's available. It may not be available. I'm okay ditching Domed Crater. I may give this GHG bacteria a spin here against my better judgment. Alright, let's see if my opponent takes an oxygen somehow. They probably do, actually. There was a mining expedition in an earlier draft, I want to say. But I guess they can't take 2 unless they have Strip Mine. And they can't play Strip Mine unless they get 2 energy production. And they are just gonna Aquifer Pump. I mean, it's very good for them. But letting them efficiently place Oceans when I have very efficient High Ocean prereq cards is some compensation. But I actually get the bonus temperature, which gives me bonus heat production. That's fun. And absolutely makes it my move here. Oh, I can't place it there. I have limited myself in a previous decision. It's fine. Can't believe I forgot I was green. We are also 1 greenery away from taking Gardener. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to take the loan now. The loan would let me play Decomposers on top of the GHG bacteria. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. -1 income for 1/3 of a point? Yeah. How about you don't do that, Lumen? How about you don't do that? We got the mine. Oh, but we already tossed Great Escarpment. No! Well, now I'll play the loan. Because the mine is worth it. It opens up Space Elevator. Opponent going for some research. Yeah, and I can toss lava flows. Because I want to be activating GHG as much as possible. Generally. And taking it away from Mining Guild was a bigger consideration to me. Alright, things are going to be picking up here. It seemed like it might have been a very slow game, but it is no longer a very slow game. It might just be regular amount of slow. Could start thinking about an award. I'm in decent shape for Banker, but not safe. I did pass a Zeppelins earlier. Scientist maybe have an edge on. Thermalist no. Miner no. So I think Scientist is my most likely fund. And first award is a thing to fight for. I do have an 11 money income lead, but that's kind of washed out by the advanced alloy situation. Here it's just geopower. Or, I'm sorry, plantation. It's definitely plantation. Geopower is the brown tag. I don't know how that got in my head as what I was going to say. Adaptation tech is fun, but not necessarily good. Import of Advanced GHG is an optimal arrow breaking card for my opponent, and then Heat Trappers, we'll see if I wheel it. They gave me Heat Trappers. Is it too late for it? Is it too late for import of advanced GHG? This cost me 25. I get 5 back from my steel. So I have 28 bucks to mess around with this round. This is probably not a good buy, even with a discount. It's a very speculative power supply consortium, but my hand is relatively high quality, and I have some Mars U procs remaining, is what I'm thinking. I could also be, like, placing a city where my stuff is. You know, that's reasonable, too. That would be very reasonable. We're getting close-ish to Bush's time. Next round, I can play livestock if I have a plant production. I think I'm getting good value out of these micro bumpers. Usually not a big fan of them. But they have been fine here. Ooh, Arctic Algae is proccing. I need a city soon. Maybe I should play Noctis City here. That would be smart. It's not amazing to play Noctis City right now because of just being able to place plants around it, knowing I can fit the city in later, no problem. But this keeps all my plants safe and lets me fight Gardener, etc. Alright, which way am I going here? I don't think these are correct. Maybe it's a very small deal either way. Oh, Asteroid Consortium. At least it's a little late. And the steel is actually worth more to me than the titanium, because I'm space elevatoring the steel. I mean, if my opponent's not careful, I'm not far off from Terraformer either. I don't expect to get it. It's kind of late for carbonate processing, but apparently they have nothing great to spend their steel on. Alright, so I can get 2 TR next round off of my bumpers. That takes 3 actions. So I would need 1 more TR to also get Terraformer. I would need 16 bucks for Gardener and Terraformer. Mining Expedition comes down. I mean, they have 8 building tags, and players of all levels know to get their milestones. Some players just claim them really early. But I'll just expect to live with 2 here. A city card would be very nice. But, like, anti-grav would also be very nice, so... Alright, bushes will be on next round. Oh, I have another bump from heat. Okay. So I can get to 35 TR if my opponent, for some reason, whiffs on everything. Not the expectation. Towing a Comet and Ice Cap Melting are both fine. Ice Cap Melting's a good deal. I don't think I want my opponent to have Towing a Comet. I'm happier with them having a random Jovian. I'm such an idiot. I forgot I was in Ventrix. I can, like, play Algae. Alright, so I should play my plant stuff this round. Commercial district, not a city, but it's very good income. And there's no cities on the board. Comet. Not sure I drafted great here. I think I'm just playing all my plant stuff this round, like literally all of it. So 8 for Gardener. Let's me to. Okay, 51, 43, 38, 28, 18, 1. If I keep nothing. That's so good for me. I mean, I'm going from 0 plant production to 7. So what did I account for? They fund miner, that's smart. Underground City, they do have a city to steal those plants, those greeneries of mine. Good for them. I wonder if I can catch them asleep and take both milestones. They would have to spend fairly irresponsibly here. I mean, I am showing 3 more TR with Extreme Fungus onto GHG, play GHG, play Regolith, spend Heat. Most likely not happening. But they have that Aquifer pumping, which they're not pumping right now. And if they do pump, they're going Space Station. Okay. I guess they're not pumping. If they're not pumping, then I'm not playing kelp farming in order to have money for Terraformer. Oh, I could also just play livestock. Okay, they do claim builder. And now I have to be careful so they can't win mayor. But they are out of money. And I'm going first next round. So I can actually float this and spend time playing good cards instead. It feels a tiny bit early for insects. But 4 production now versus like 6 production next round. I don't actually know. They're selling patents to buy a restricted area. that bonus Ocean is now in Deimos downrange, and also it would have been in Lava Flow's range if I kept Lava Flows, but Big Asteroid also does it, Giant Ice Asteroid also does it on top of a regular heat conversion. Putting Temperature 3 away is pretty dangerous. Putting it 4 away is somewhat dangerous. Could also play Tundra Farming now. I don't have quite enough money for Tundra Farming and the Moo Cows. I do love me some Moo Cows. It is probably too late to Heat Trappers and Power Consortium. Alright, how much money do I need for that? 29? So I could sell Heat Trappers, Consortium, and question mark to play Tundra Farming. That seems like a stretch. That seems like a big ol' stretch. So then 4 plant prod, or wait or sell a bunch of stuff. I mean, I guess it's 7 or 8 plant prod next round if I spend my whole thing playing plants. It's maybe a good time to play this invention contest. Waiting for media group is silly. I have things I want to discard. We found it. And we got indentured workers? What the heck? Alright, well that was the best invention contest decision of my life. Open City is definitely good. Sabotage is also very good. I do... Wait, what am I floating? I'm floating Gardener, which is a big risk for Mayor. Yeah, I need to claim the milestone first. That also means I probably need to space... Well, I probably should space elevate. That means I can't necessarily sabotage. That's fine. Open City is good. Sabotage is just a big swing, especially when their titanium is advanced and probably worth stuff. This is trashy at this point in the game. If I get hacked, I get hacked. Open City was taken. Nitro Moss is good, but it's kind of late. Soil Factory is points for them, maybe. It doesn't really matter about the second card I keep. I'm really just keeping it to trash with Mars U after I trash Power Consortium on Lagrange. Yeah, there's plenty of tension at this exact moment on Order of Operations, and I'm not sure I'm going to get it all right. But those two, I feel relatively safe about being a good double move. Comet. Puts temp up to -4. Okay, so Lagrange is 7, down to 39. Anti-grav takes me down to 25. Kelp farming is then going to be 15. So I have $10. Sabotage is free. Then I can play insects. Cool. I'm down with all that. Unfortunately, I haven't drafted any, like, blocky off an action, or not an action space, a hex cards. Those are pretty fun. Oh, my opponent got to 16 heat. That's smart. I don't think I have any blocks to that. Oh, and they spent their titanium too, right? Maybe I should have done sabotage before. The other thing, I could sabotage their steel. I do think they're likely to play open city. So this is one more buck than I want to pay for this, but timing is good. Not convinced this is a good sabotage. I guess when they're advanced, it's the same value, the steel and the titanium. Just that the titanium seems way more likely to be spent by them by the end of the game. Anyway, well, maybe the sabotage distracted them, but they should be bumping temp twice. And if not, I get to bump temp twice. Oh no. Looks like my sabotage distracted them. That's a big miss by them. You could argue I should save that spot open in case I find mangrove. It's possible I tossed mangrove in the opener. I don't remember. Alright, I imagine I'm winning already, and that's without a big plant endgame. I don't know why I did this first. That's wrong. Draw the card in case it's terrible. That's pretty terrible. That is not terrible. Discard that. Lake Marineris, hello. That's a very good card to draw here. Alright, yeah, I'm feeling very good about this one. My opponent has very little ground game showing for points in those categories. I'm not sure they have money to fund more awards. I am looking pretty good in Banker and Scientist, and we are vaguely competitive on Thermalist. Industrial Center gets played. Okay, that's fine. Boop, boop. I don't know, maybe I should be placing a greenery right now. But they should have Open City, which is not actually playable until Oxygen gets bumped. I'm not playing Shuttles this round because kelp farming insects is a lot better. I also think I can wait out Lake Marineris. I don't know if that's super smart, but... that's my idea. We're not ending this round, that's for sure. Next round seems somewhat likely. I do think I'm just pretty clearly winning here, though. My opponent has a lot of cards in hand, and apparently not enough of them cost steel and titanium. I have some plants. I am going second next round, so it is probably better to just get these greeneries placed. They can't afford Open City, right? And they can afford Immigrant City. Alright, placing the plants in this order lets me place 2 right now. One thing I've been really bad at is choosing the correct endgame city placements. So I should dedicate some thinking power to that. I'm gonna have a lot of money. I'm making 59 bucks, 64 if you count the steel space elevated. I do want to play Lake Marineris and Advanced Ecos, and probably Plantation too. 26, 27... 29, 35, 38 plants, roughly. Which I can probably stretch to 40 for 5 greeneries. So I have 5 to 6 more greeneries to place this game. Lake Marineris has you drowning in tomato sauce? Oh yes, it's a fantastic Mars U off of the anti-grav, I think. Or Lagrange. Very good. Greenhouses is a little underwhelming here, but I'm more excited about that than the Trans-Neptune probe. $5 point and Mars U. Callisto mines can be shipped off, I don't care. They have 3 Jovians right now, they don't have great money. They do have water import from Europa. Like, okay. You're spending all your money on 8 points. That's good. But 8 points is not winning. Mineral deposits. I don't really need this for anything. but my opponent could. What am I keeping? How many more cities am I placing? I'm gonna place one here. Maybe here and here is good enough. Or here and here. This and this, I guess, is most good. Cities take a lot of money. And I don't have money. Alright, I'm very unconvinced about these. And maybe Trans-Neptune Probe is good if I play shuttles. Hold on. I'm gonna end up keeping way too many cards and regretting it. That's just how it's gonna go. That's just life. I don't even know what I'm tossing. No, this is a terrible idea. I can toss Soil Factory if I toss Mineral Deposit, if I don't keep Mineral Deposits. Alright, let's go with this terrible idea. Alright, they are funding awards, which is probably smart if the game is for sure over this round. Are they playing AI Central? They're really, praying over there, I guess. Alright, so I should take as many of the last terraforming points as I can here. Right? Right? There's a lens where it's better for me to extend the game because my engine is better, but also if I'm just winning, ending the game now has 100% win rate. I'm allowed to take the last temp bump instead of a decomposer's point. Sign me up. I guess you funded Thermalist. Whatever. I don't think I care at this point. Alright, so I'm gonna go Shuttle's Trans-Neptune Probe first, just in case the Mars U gives me Immigrant City. Seems unlikely. I get IO mining instead. Well, it's very comforting to know my opponent does not have this card. Not that it really matters with their current money situation. Alright, so the remainder of my moves, I want to standard the city. I want to space elevate. I want to place some greeneries. Lake Marineris, Advanced Ecos, 25, 50. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of out of cash. It would be nice to fund Scientist or whatever. media archives. Not particularly strong this game. Kind of net zero. My opponent isn't threatening that city super hard. Well, they don't have the money for it. And it is better for me to just end the game before they can play, like, water import. Am I miscalculating, potentially? Maybe. I mean, I think I'm winning either way. Giving them rover construction doesn't feel particularly good. No, I don't want the greenery there. Card me. Asteroid. That's not it. They have 17 cards in hand. What on earth? I guess I shouldn't say what on earth during Terraforming Mars, but whatever. I don't know their combo. So true. Hey Sandercho, did I read any strategy guides? Not sure. I've been playing for a long time. And I think I was just very lucky in getting to play with a very strong play group. Hey, Anime Pops. Sounds crazy. First time you played this was just the other day. Nice! No, I mean, I played Wingspan for basically the first time on BGA. It definitely happens. There's so many games out there, like, not everyone gets to try all the popular stuff. Definitely understand. Well, yeah, I am going to be ending the game just because I'm pretty confident I'm winning here. This tracker, you have to be careful. Points from awards is pretty messed up. Like, right now, it thinks I'm winning minor on a tie because we both have one medal. But I'm not going to have those 5 points at the end. So my score really is 90 right now. That's definitely enough, though. And they just went offline. That's fun. You have 70 game collection and never hit the table. I'm sure you're far from alone on that. Lots of people have big collections. I'm a small collection kind of guy. Did my opponent just quit instead of conceding? 91% rep, not good enough? Nope, they're back. Maybe they just need to take a breather. Maybe something bugged and their computer's slow. Do I have a benchmark for points per gen? No. I do not. Sorry. Lags. I have heard people with older / slower computers having trouble during Mars endgames for animations and things, so I will have some patience here. At least they're talking and responding. That makes me not angry at all, honestly. You're a lost count collection guy. I can see that heroic logic, yeah. Collection includes White Castle! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! I still haven't gotten to play it a second time. But I'm looking forward to it when I do. Alright, let's Spotion. I don't need to play greenhouses, actually, because 4 plants doesn't do anything. It isn't a decomposer's point either. Do that just cuz, and then I have just enough money for big advanced ecosystems. I didn't even count that, just got lucky. Have 16 plants for endgame greenery too. That ended up more perfect than it usually does. Just feels like a time crunch race? Yes, that's kind of why I like it. I'm a big fan of the really tight games. Hey, made it to 400. That's top 5. Imaginary internet points. Let's go. We did it. Your friend's collection got big enough you opened a board game store. That's very funny. That's very funny. But yeah, Kungming, the points per gen thing, I think, is not a good idea unless you're using a quadratic or exponential model. What is this, 11 gens? 100? Feels okay to me. Like, for 4 and 5 player games, if it's really short, like 7 gens, 55 is fine. 60 is probably winning. Maybe I have that slightly wrong. But, like, in a 2-player 13 or 14 gen game, you'd better be scoring, like, 130. I don't know. Maybe that's not as exponential as I said? Huh. Weird. You know, maybe you have a point, Kungming. I certainly never thought about that, because I always treat the points curve as very exponential. At least on one's own path through the game. Am I playing till top 5? That was the idea, and I only needed 1 game for it. Your local board game community is pretty stout. A lot of those dudes have every field. Nice. Alright, got a nice little 6,000 imaginary internet points. The next imaginary internet point threshold is at 3rd place, which is 28 ELO away. That's like 4 or 5 games against pretty good players and winning them all. So I think I just don't need to play another one. I was thinking that playing a 180 ELO would barely be enough, and it was. So, yay. Sorry to anyone who was hoping for yet another Mars game on here. But I think this is fine. 400 ELO kinda small. True, Plumbob. There's not enough ELO in the community yet to get enough striation among skill ranges having specific ELOs. Aren't they adding a feature that degrades ELO for non-play? They said they were going to, and then there was a big community backlash about all the things they said they were trying to do in that update, like 3 big things, and they decided to not do the ELO degradation, but kept doing the other 2. So I believe the ELO degradation is not happening. But yes, they did announce that it would at one point. Alright. yeah, I'm gonna call it here. But thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Whether you were here for the farming or the Marsing or both, I appreciate it. Apologies again for missing yesterday. I feel like I should make some kind of calendar. 2 Mondays from now, I'm questionable about the stream. 3 Thursday and Friday from now, I'm not streaming. Yeah. Well, I think I'll be back on Monday. I hope I am. Until then, have a great rest of your day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time whenever that is. Bye.